My name is Divya and I got diagnosed with ADHD about 2 years ago. Most of my symptoms got exacerbated when I kind of made an international move. I was just not coping with it well. So that's when I got diagnosed and I've been gradually improving since. So this is my first year at the conference. It's been fun learning about all the strategies to learn.
So welcome to the conference,
Thank you.
and we're doing a whole month here at Attention Different on radical acceptance. And radical acceptance is obviously kind of comes from the Eastern philosophy, Buddhism, and it's rooted in accepting reality as it is, not the way we hope it to be or want it to be,
Yeah.
right? And being people with neurodiverse brains, we're going around and asking people at the conference, how do they radically accept their ADHD?
Mostly in terms of being late or being a little scattered, there is so much shame associated with it because before I knew it was ADHD, I would, as you said, work towards attaining that perfection. But the diagnosis itself has helped with a bit of acceptance. So after that, I've been working with my brain and not against it. So if I'm late, I will probably set the expectations before that I may show up a little late and not feel bad about it. So just getting the diagnosis itself has helped me accept it a lot more. When I make small mistakes, I own it and do not apologize too much for it. Kind of accept it and move on and not dwell on it. Those are all the small things about the diagnosis itself that has helped me accept myself.
What my wife always says is, she's like, if she like forgets the keys or something, right? She'll be like, oh, I remember the keys, or oh, I remembered this thing. And before, it would be this very negative kind of,
Yeah.
oh, what's wrong with me? I forgot my keys, and
Yeah.
oh, my brain, oh, that kind
I
of stuff.
know.
And I think it's good sometimes to just kind of laugh at ourselves and
Yeah.
be playful and say,
Yeah.
oh, I remembered my keys.
Yes,
Right?
right,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm running a little bit behind.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make me a bad person.
Yeah,
Doesn't make me
totally.
a bad friend.
Yeah. Not learning to kind of associate with something moral. There is nothing wrong with forgetting things or being a little scattered and making small mistakes. There are other positives to it. I
Yeah.
think that's also something that I've kind of doubled down on understanding my creativity or the problem solving aspects and do whatever I can, like make the best out of those positives so that, I can kind of live with quote unquote negatives or something. I don't dwell on it too much. So
Tell us, I'm really interested in that. Tell us more about what are some of those positive qualities that you see in yourself, those things that you think as someone else would describe you, right? Like if your best friend was here and they were describing you, like,
yeah.
this is who you are to me. Like, what would they say about you?
Problem solving, and also immense empathy. I think there is something with the way that our brains are wired. The empathy that I feel is as if I would feel all the feelings that the other person is also feeling. So that empathy comes with a lot of emotional support that we can give to our peers who are going through difficult times. So makes me a really good friend that way. And the problem solving it's really good. Like I'm able to find if there is a problem, I never be stuck by it. There is a lot of curiosity. I want to understand what caused it, so that will eventually lead me to solve the problem. So the researching, the curiosity, the problem solving, and creativity as well. I enjoy making all the arts. If you asked me what my hobbies are last year, I would have told you completely different things than what I would tell you right now. So it's been so much fun that way.
What are some of your hobbies? Yeah.
This year, mostly I've just been reading and also making acrylic paintings.
Paintings?
Yeah,
What kind of paintings?
acrylic.
Acrylic paintings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Last
What kind
year-
of, like, landscapes or portraits or?
Yeah, mostly landscapes.
Great.
Yeah.
Creativity, empathy, problem solving, all of those things, right? You can't separate that from who you are.
Yep.
From your ADHD. Would you have those things if you didn't have ADHD?
Probably not.
We don't know, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what we're all about right now, is learning to accept that yes, ADHD has challenges in certain contexts,
Yeah.
but we also have all of these beautiful differences in our neurobiology and our brain wiring
Yeah.
that we learn to accept.
Yeah. I will also say though, as soon as you get the diagnosis, the first whole year, understanding, oh, this was actually ADHD, but I didn't know it was. There was a bit of struggle in knowing my own unique qualities. I was also having this personality problem, like, so is ADHD my personality now? Because everything about me is ADHD. So it did take it is okay to get stuck there, but eventually we all figure out with the acceptance that we learn to do over time.
Is that because of your understanding of like what that label meant? Like,
Right.
is it has hyperactivity in the label and it says lack of attention and
So I've always kind of prided myself in being that spontaneous person. Like I'm usually fun around. Before I was treated, I would go out all the time and I would make decision right now, like a major decision
like
right now.
impulsive decisions?
Yeah, it was so much fun, and I've always kind of admired that about myself because I see some people have to plan to go to all the trips, but I would just wing it, and I had a lot of fun doing that. So when I knew it was ADHD, I was like, so it's just ADHD. That's what I thought at that time, but it's not. So there are other aspects to it too, which we eventually learn to accept and understand the unique strengths that we can work with.
Yeah, and sometimes it's great to be spontaneous and adaptable in different situations.
Yeah.
You know, I see a lot of couples who one partner is kind of more on the ultra planning perfectionist side of things, and then there's someone else who's attracted to that person, like opposites attract, right?
Yeah.
And that other person who is like very spontaneous and like fun loving and like, yes, I'm down to do anything.
Yep. My husband loves that. It's a good balance. He's kind of one of those planning people, and I'm not. So it works out.
It's complementary.
Yeah. It does.
So you probably help him by being spontaneous to just open up and relax and not be so like uptight on certain things. And he helps you by doing some of those planning pieces and maybe think, oh, is this safe? Or do we really have time to do all of the things?
Yeah. That he's kind of the reality check.
Yeah.
But we meet in between. Yeah.
Well, I hope you're enjoying the conference.
I am.
And this beautiful space for bringing all these people together. So thank you for coming and thank you for talking to us.
Of course. Thank you. You guys have a wonderful day.